Howdy folks, and welcome to part 2 of my review into my YouTube channel for 2023. If you have not already seen part 1, there's a whole lot of content in part 1. You can go and watch that at your leisure. I'll leave a link down the bottom in the description. So, let's get started with the remaining content for this review. Following on from part 1, where I've been talking about a number of different things that I have been doing over the previous 12 months in learning how to run a YouTube channel, I mentioned that I have been following many people who run their own YouTube channel to do with how to do things on YouTube channels, the different video editing techniques, music editing techniques, and a whole wide range of other things. So I have been binge watching on a lot of those channels, and also some tutorials on how to do things with software such as Audacity, Kdenlive, and also with Ardour, which is digital audio workstation software, which I will be using to record and produce my CD. I also was viewing some people on YouTube that are able to monetize their YouTube channel and earn some money to pay some bills and sorts of things. And the usual trap that new YouTubers fall into, as I have learned throughout the year, with watching or binge watching people who provide information on YouTube and how to do things on YouTube, is that the idea that you can do things and then start immediately earning revenue from what you are actually doing. Well, that's not the case. It takes a long time. I found out the hard way that there is actually entry requirements. You need to be part of the YouTube partner program, and they have some requirements that you've got to meet first. So you've got to have a minimum of 1,000 YouTube subscribers. You've got to have a minimum 4,000 public watch time hours within the last 365 days. Before you can actually qualify to apply to the YouTube partner program in order to monetize your channel, and then it has to go under a review and all those sorts of things. I have learned that it is a long-term process, so it is something that takes a while to actually get going. And the exception to the rule is if somebody does something that immediately goes viral and you just get it in one hit. But that's the exception to the rule rather than the rule of thumb. So that is another thing that I learned pretty quickly once starting a YouTube channel. So I did fall into that sort of a thing. Another thing that I have been learning is proper channel arts and banners and a consistent look and thumbnails and all those sorts of things. There's a wealth of information that I have actually been absorbing throughout the entire year. I've also been told to set up my music ventures as a separate business entity as well, and with that a website. So there's a lot of work done. I had lovely ideas about the progress I was going to make with recording and producing my own CDs. However, the whole process is taking a lot longer than what I originally anticipated. I thought for a moment that we could actually do everything with my instrument. Now, my piano has inbuilt recording and mixing and all those sorts of features to it. Really great for music videos to put on YouTube, but if I was going to produce a CD, I really need a digital audio workstation. This is where Ardour comes into it, and I'm still trying to get my head around Ardour. It's a very complicated system. It's very advanced, and it is open source. It comes free with Linux distribution like Ubuntu Studio. There is also a paid version for some extra features and things like that if you need to step it up a little bit. So I'm going to show and demonstrate that we can actually get this done with open source software. There's a chap that I follow overseas who is also a musician, a songwriter, a music producer and all that, and he does it all with open source software. So I'm following suit. there's a lot involved, and there's a lot going on in my head at the moment that I still need to yet implement. And this will be something that, I think I've mentioned that before, that I will be gradually starting to implement over the next 12 months. And when I say over the next 12 months, I generally mean from the new year onwards, because we're about only a month or so out from Christmas. And there's still a lot to do with music videos, Christmas carols, and all those sorts of things in the lead up to Christmas. A really, really crazy time to actually do. So I want to get all of that out of the way first before I start doing some more things. However, you may find a couple little tweaks and things on my YouTube channel in the process as I'm doing that. There's been a lot of talk about thumbnails. I also created an opening screen, which I call an intro screen, and an outro screen. I haven't developed yet, but I will be developing that. But then there's some people think that's probably not a good idea, or maybe minimize that. I think I don't generally use those sorts of things unless it's in my video blog series. And I think it's probably a good idea to have something like that in the video blog series. And it doesn't matter what's the analytics and all that show. I'm not really that worried about that. But please do let me know what you think about my intro and outro screens in the comments below. And also let me know whether you feel that the intro screen is too long. I'm thinking of updating it and revising it because it's getting a bit dated now. We just started off with one thing, and I'm experimenting with a number of different things which I have been doing over the year, and also fine-tuning my thumbnails and templates for my YouTube channel and my thumbnails for the different various playlists. And that is something I've been working on gradually. It's very time consuming, particularly using a software such as GIMP. And somebody like me who's not really a graphics designer, it takes a long time for me to piece together, all the graphical elements. And it will be very helpful for me to have a template that I can just quickly load and put in. One of the things that I have also been doing is changing the music room around to accommodate more recordings for the YouTube channel. So you may have noticed a change in orientation with the music room compared to how it was when I first started the YouTube channel. So that was a big thing that I realized that I needed to do in order to properly continue on with doing videos for the YouTube channel. Particularly seeing as the background used to be a window and we had issues with lighting and the sun coming through. And also, if you notice some of my earlier videos, there wasn't much thought processes around lighting. I now do all my videos now in the music room. I also have a green screen that I got a while ago before I started the YouTube channel because I was doing some other videos for my personal Facebook page, which a lot of that content I can't post here on the YouTube channel due to copyright reasons. And lastly, what I want to actually do is talk about posting schedule. Now, I know that the ideal posting schedule is a video a week, and I do want to actually do more music videos. It's taking a long time to do music videos. I've been mainly filling in with a lot of behind the scenes and video blog series because there have been instances where other things have gotten in the way of being able to do the music videos and so forth. So I'm still working on keeping on track with a posting schedule. That is what I've actually found to be quite challenging throughout the year, is maintaining the posting schedule. I like to keep myself organised and on schedule, and I keep refining and refining and refining, but for some reason something always ends up coming along that blows everything out of the water. So what I'm trying to do is work on a system, on a way that I can maintain the posting schedule even when things happen to threaten to blow things out of the water with the posting schedule. So Bear with me, folks. This is something that I'll be looking at trying to fine-tune and keep up with within the next 12 months. That's all, folks, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe below. I will leave some links and things in the descriptions below. I'm still working on a template. Until next time, catch you then.